Hi, welcome to We're in Trouble Now, where I, Robert, am joined by my co-host Mom.
Hello.
And Brandon.
Hello.
And together we are giving you the podcast of We're in Trouble Now, the podcast where we just sit around our kitchen table and we kind of have a discussion about life and anything that comes into our little noggins. Now, the whole premise of this podcast is basically just we have a conversation and you guys as a listener just get to kind of eavesdrop and see what it would be like to experience a conversation behind closed doors because we're kind of weird people. So, yeah. So this is We're in Trouble Now. Today's episode is actually really good. We're going to start off with a little Cajun Sparkle. We are going to have a little weekly update. We're going to talk about some wild animals and their vicious encounters and things like that. And then we're going to go on what I think is a truly horrifying experience of Brandon narrating a horror film with me being in it. Find out this week's episode of We're in Trouble Now, so be sure to listen.
We're in trouble now. We're in trouble now.
All right, so we're going to start off with some Cajun Sparkle. What's that, you say?
What's that?
What's that, Mom?
Okay.
You say?
So I'm all like, okay, yeah, that was a good interaction. So Cajun Sparkle. Last night, Robert and I were watching an episode of Alone.
Yes, the season finale.
The season finale. Okay. And this is
means we made it 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's only 8?
Yeah, because they don't really last very long.
Oh.
So. Yeah, a lot of people tap out pretty fast. So Alone is a series, in case you don't know what it is, it's a series on TV where 10 people get helicoptered or boated into wilderness and they have to survive on their own for however long they can. So this particular, Robert, why are you looking at me?
I just think it's a very interesting way to describe a show.
How?
So they're in a car and then they get out and then they have to survive in nature.
Okay, so they're in nature and they have to survive on their own. They have no contact with anybody. They have to get their own shelter, their own food. They have to basically live off the land. And the season that we were watching was a 100-day challenge. So they had to survive 100 days in the Arctic. And it was like 29 below, 30 below. I mean, it was some really harsh atmosphere. What's the
weather?
Conditions. Yes.
I mean, weather would have worked. Conditions also acceptable.
Atmosphere.
It was really harsh outside feels.
So anyway, because can you tell I'm immune to Robert's little venomous snake bites? Yes.
I think your word choice has been rather interesting today.
I am the California brown squirrel.
Ground squirrel.
I am the California brown ground squirrel, and we'll explain that here shortly. So anyway, it was the 100-day challenge, and one of the last contestants, there was only 2 people left.
Yes.
Okay. And one of them was she was a girl named Callie, I believe her name was.
Yeah, Kaylee. Kylie?
Kylie. We'll call her Kylie. Real cute girl. And so they have to film themselves. And she just came on and she was all happy. I mean, she'd been out there probably 89 days.
Suffering from frostbite.
She had frostbite on her toes really bad. In fact, they had to pull her for that.
Why didn't they warm up? She should have warmed up her toes.
In what way?
She was in the Arctic at 29 below and she had on like all of her stuff. It's just...
Yeah. And the way the Arctic winter is, you only have sunlight for 4 hours a day.
Okay.
And in that 4 hours, you have to be collecting firewood because you spend 18 hours in the dark at negative 30 degrees. So you have to keep the fire going, which means you need firewood. And in that time, you also have to be hunting or gathering. Food. So you have to find food and firewood in 4 hours. And, it's just like it's a race against the clock. And she just couldn't do all of it and keep her toe warm.
Yeah.
Like she would keep her toe. She would spend the 18 hours warming up her toe, get feeling back in her toe, and then
try to go ice fish.
Yeah. And then her foot would be numb. What are we doing over there?
Oh, India.
She's like a
little penguin.
Yeah.
She brings you a rock.
To make sure
no, it's a good idea. It's weird because Indy only collects, there's this rock and there's a rock on the counter. And she only goes for these 2 rocks. It's the weirdest thing.
So anyway, getting back to Cajun Sparkle. Yes. So she's been out there like 89 days.
That's crazy.
89 days alone in the Arctic.
Yes.
Dude.
Surviving. Yeah. And she was just, like I said, a really cute girl. So it pans to her filming herself and she's like, I bet you're wondering why I'm so happy. I'm malnourished. I have frostbite. I'm hungry, all of these things, but I'm really happy. And she goes, I'll tell you my secret. She's like, Cajun Sparkle. And so instantly I'm like, oh, what is that? You know? And
Well, you have my attention. Please proceed, Kaylee.
yeah. So basically what it was is Cajun Sparkle was something her sister would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she would say it and then laugh because she thought it was funny. She thought it was like
a funny word.
It was like
phonetically, it sounded really
Cajun
funny.
Sparkle.
Yeah. And so she's like, when I'm getting down and when I'm sad and, you know, when I'm having all these dark things, she goes, I'll say Cajun Sparkle. She goes, I'll hear my sister laughing in my head. And she goes, and it makes it better.
Mm.
And I went, wow,
Yeah.
doing, what a great thing to do. So then I started thinking about myself. I'm like, well, I miss Auntie Vicky, you know, I haven't seen her in 16 years. So I decided to start doing a little bit of Cajun Sparkle myself.
What would be your and Auntie Vicky's like word that would make you smile?
You know, I'm trying to, I don't want to just take her Cajun Sparkle.
Yeah, it has to be like the only thing that comes to mind and the thing that always reminds me of Auntie Vicky is like the $1, $1, $1.
Yeah. Okay. What that one is.
You don't remember that story?
No.
Okay.
Well, this will be great. You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. Okay. So Auntie Vicky and I, when, I think it was before, no, I think Tanner was born because Kimmy was babysitting you all.
Okay.
Papa still had the ranch and my dad used to grow carnations but he had certain carnations that weren't really marketable, you know, for top dollar. So we would take those and we would bunch them up and we would stand on the corner out in Palm Springs and sell carnations to anybody who would drive by and give us money.
Yeah.
So yeah, in fact, this was before she was before she met Roger.
So Tanner was not born.
Tanner was not born. This was before. I think this might have even have been before
I would
you
say
were
before
born.
me too.
Yeah. This is how far back this one went. So before I had kids, Kimmy was born, but yeah. Gosh, that was a long time ago. So anyway, so we're selling carnations on the corner out in Palm Springs, and nobody was stopping because we had our carnations priced too high.
Yeah.
So we lowered them down to like $1,
How much did you have them as?
like $5. So it was like $1. So I would stand on the street corner and I'd be like, $1, $1, $1. You can have my sister for $1.
Yep.
Okay, now I think I remember the story.
Yeah.
It's a funny story.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Auntie Vicky a lot.
And Auntie Vicky would just die laughing. And, you know, people would be like looking at me because their windows would be down. They're like, what? I'd be like, $1.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a really good one. And we just sat there and we laughed and we ate donuts and we baked in the sun and we made like $20, but it was just something that we did and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I used to stand on the street corner and sell flowers and try to pawn off my sister.
There you go.
I mean, that's a good story right there.
You okay over there?
Yeah.
Your hand itchy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got to pat it.
Oh, well, there's lotion right there. So getting back to the original reason of why I even started this is I just think that we have a choice. And you know what? And truthfully, we have a choice whether or not we want to, you know, I guess we have a choice to try to find happiness. And
Yeah. Or maybe see, you know, like take a unpleasurable situation and find inspiration and humor from outside sources. You know, because she was in a very miserable spot. You know, she had frostbite, she was starving, she was cold, but she had, looked back on pleasurable times and, found motivation to keep going.
yeah, it was the memory of her sister laughing kept her in good spirits.
Yeah.
And I think that really helped her make it for as long as she did. And sometimes, with Auntie Vicky not being here, it is like a horrible loneliness sometimes.
Sure.
And I just think like whenever I start to feel that kind of loneliness, maybe I'll just,
Think of that story or think of other stories.
Yeah, just think about like that saying. Maybe it's something I can say out loud that will kind of just like realize that she's not, I can still keep her in my mind.
Absolutely.
A little bit more to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What would your Cajun Sparkle be for me, Brad?
You know what's funny is I've been trying to think about that.
Okay, that's a really nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I found it.
You found it?
Hiding in my closet.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of clothes that are either still in the package or hidden.
Natasha does the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swear to God, that woman, you would be, She's awesome. I don't think she does laundry. I just think she throws out the clothes
And buys
after she
new
wears.
ones?
She just buys a new one because she's always got new clothes.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff I still have that are just
Yeah.
kind of like pretty much brand new that I just don't wear.
Really,
For some reason. It's
Yeah.
not that I don't wear it. It's just I haven't really found a
need for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is a good shirt. You
Well,
did.
thank
You done well, kid.
Yeah.
No, I kind of changed up my style. And
How
I
big
kinda
is your
like,
closet?
It's.
Well, he has 2 closets.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a
He's
lot
got
of
2
clothes.
Actually,
rooms.
got like 3. Well,
Yeah, 'cause
one
you
in
have the
front of the
coat
door.
Is
closet.
they're all
Yeah.
full of clothes?
Well,
And cat toys.
Cat toys.
most
Oh my God,
likely.
you are Natasha.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so what's your Cajun Sparkle for
yeah.
Robert?
If anything, it would either have to be, honestly, probably either the pillow fort we built where you put the electricity in it,
Okay.
and then we started playing GameCube,
Yeah.
or it would have to be,
What about you, Robert? I figure while he's making groany noise.
I was gonna say the only Brandon's Cajun Sparkle would be his groaning noises. He goes,
I think that'd be it.
okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
and you're really
or-
going to take that as a
Or when we sold hot cocoa and
We sold hot cocoa.
and tortillas, or I did. Or I thought
We
we
sold
did.
hot cocoa and tortillas.
Yeah, butter tortillas to like the kids in
the neighborhood?
Yeah,
Did we really?
I think
I don't think we ever had
I
hot
did.
cocoa.
Yeah, we did.
We had
We
hot.
had
We
hot-
sold it for
yeah.
$1.
Yeah, you had those packages.
I don't remember
Yeah, we
that.
sold to the kids in the neighborhood for $1.
Really? Where did we get tortillas from?
Pause?
No, the house.
We just had tortillas.
Yeah, we just had random tortillas and we just put butter on them and we sold them for $1.
What? That
Yeah,
did
or at
not
least-
happen.
Well, and it did for me.
Really?
Yeah, you must have not been there. But then
I believe you owe me my cut then.
I don't know shit.
Wow.
You weren't a
Well,
part
you
of
were
it.
not a part of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, now, do you think, in all honesty, I mean, do you think that would be like something like a tool that maybe you could use, like if you're starting to have like negative thoughts or something?
I said the S word.
It's okay, buddy.
Do you think that that's like something that you could kind of like incorporate into your lives a little bit more?
Yeah, because I mean, like, if kind of like the way that Robert put it, it was more in like those situations that
Yeah.
are unpleasant, but then you think about something pleasant,
Yeah.
and then it
doesn't- yeah.
ultimately makes the situation a lot better.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a saying. It could be a memory.
Exactly. Like, I mean, it's just one of those just happy little feelings that take you away from the way that you're feeling in the moment, but it'll ultimately make the entire situation better.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, there's a whole lot of things. I mean, this has really kind of got my brain going a little bit. There's a whole lot of good memories of Auntie Vicky that I have kind of buried because they were all clumped together with the bad memories.
Sure.
Mhm.
You know, one of the things that I'm doing now is I'm embracing Halloween again
Mm-hmm.
because I always, actually this whole year I've been trying to make new memories, and I'm kind of excited for Halloween this year.
Yeah, it'd be cool. We have to start
Mhm.
working on our Halloween costumes.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that.
Yeah, I'd rather start sooner than later.
I'm sure there's gonna be like a package set.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's
Amazon sells everything.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
about to say.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, we went to Home Goods yesterday
Mhm.
to pick up, what did we want?
We got bath rugs because Indy ate all our bath rugs.
Yes.
We got a new basket to put on Indy's toys
'Cause she
Indy
ate that.
the basket. We got a new pillow because
'Cause
Indy
ate that.
ate the pillow.
Oh.
We got one other thing and I forget what it was.
We got toys.
Yeah, we got toys and then we got Natasha
More?
something.
Yeah. But everything was Halloween.
Yeah.
Everything, like every single dog toy was a Halloween dog
Mhm.
toy.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it's almost September, well, shoot, it's already August. I was like, dude, I mean, holidays.
For
are-
like 2 more weeks. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
But you know what's really weird, and I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until this morning when I was like actually starting to like try to come up with or try to remember the good things again.
Yeah.
Is yesterday Robert and I kind of did a little deep clean on the house,
Mhm.
and when I went into the coat closet to get the little Swiffer little
Yeah,
thingy
The closet
to
right there.
yeah, to clean the floors. One of the green pumpkins that Auntie Vicky had in the hospital
Mhm.
was sitting on the floor.
That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that whose that was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she loved Halloween so much. I bought her that green one and the orange one,
Mhm.
and they were in her room when she passed
'Cause
away.
She passed around in November, right?
November 6th.
November
Yeah.
6th. Yeah.
So, and I kept those.
Mhm.
And for some reason, it's like I saw it and I'm like, oh, look what's this doing here? That's really weird. And so this morning I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
hi, sissy.
Yeah.
Now, like speaking of celebrating more holidays and things like that, I mean, I know I wouldn't want to celebrate Auntie Vicky's death, but would you be
Mhm.
opposed to start celebrating her birthday?
Not at all.
Yeah, maybe we can do like her, Barbu, and Papa's.
Yeah.
Maybe like, we don't have to do them separately, but maybe we can do Barbu and Papa's together and then do Auntie Vicky's separately. So that'll be March and May.
Yeah. And you know what? And I see all the time, like people are like, happy birthday in heaven and stuff like that. And to me, I think it would just be a really cool way to just, maybe we could just go out to dinner or something and
somewhere,
just
yeah.
talk about like fond memories and stuff like that.
Because we have all those VHS tapes, we have to have a couple of home movies, but we don't have a VCR recorder.
You know, the thing is that, I mean, Papa and Barbu, they did not take very many pictures.
Yeah. What are they talking about? They took a lot more than us. We suck at photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah, we used to take a lot. We don't take them anymore.
I do more on my phone. It's just that you all aren't, every time I take my phone out, you guys go running.
Well, you are a little paparazzi-like
yeah.
sometimes.
So what?
Nothing wrong with
I think
it.
maybe in the context, Brandon and I were talking about this when we were walking. Brandon and I definitely need to start participating more in taking photos. And I think on the other side of the scale, I think maybe you could show a little restraint in taking some.
Well, maybe you guys could take some.
That's
and
what
then
we just said.
Yeah. And
No,
then
I know, but what we're saying is it's a compromise.
Yeah.
So like we're
it's a
I mean, it's not like it's a 50-50 equal trade.
Yeah.
Well, we will participate in more photos and not acting, but just being more playful, I guess you could say. Because
Yeah.
sometimes me and Robert are reserved.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's like when we went to San Francisco and I was doing like a little video blogging just on my thing.
Yeah.
And you, Robert, you were like, well, don't you have any good pictures of you in San Francisco? I'm like, no, I tried to take some selfies.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's like, I mean, you kind of, sometimes I feel like y'all are like, oh, you're doing too much. And then, like I said, it's like, No, I know. But what we're saying is that we're going to be participating more in these photos and we're going to be more like, okay, yeah, let's definitely do it. But at the same flip of the token, like if you don't go crazy with them, you see what I'm saying? But that's just the whole thing. It's like you think like I'm like some new mom who's taking like a bazillion pictures of her baby. And I don't think I'm trying to do.
I think what Brennan's saying is like, hey guys, do you want to take a photo? Instead of being like, okay, because sometimes Brendan and I are doing activities and things like that, and we're either, sometimes we're a little stressed or, really focused. And I think, like we said, Brandon and I need to start taking more photos. And I think if we were like, hey guys, let's take a photo here, and we all kind of like agreed on it, and then I think we're A-okay.
Okay, well, that's really cool, and I appreciate it, but not for the lack of trying. I mean, a lot of times I'll be like, hey, you know what? We need to do this and we need to do that.
Sure.
And then you guys are like, yeah. And then when it comes to actually doing it, it's like,
we talked about that as well.
okay.
Yeah, no, trust me. We talked about everything. We weren't just like, it wasn't like a team up or anything like that, because we also pretty much showed our flaws. Like, there are some times where, you do have the camera out and then we automatically stop. You know, like we don't continue with the energy in a sense, and then we kind of put up like, I guess, like a little barrier.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's definitely stuff that we're gonna have to work on for sure.
Or it could just be as simple as like, hey, you know what? Can you just give me 5 minutes, or just give me a couple of minutes and let me finish this? Because a lot of times it's like our communications, we all just assume that the other one's thinking something, and we just don't say it.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, Cajun Sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're out there, I think that you should just come up with a fond memory, something somebody said, a laugh, a joke, an inside joke, just anything, and keep that memory close to your heart.
Yeah.
I think it's really beneficial.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And if you have a bad memory, try to replace it with a good one.
And start watching Alone, because it's a really good series.
That's really good. Are we going to watch another one?
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, at one point we got 6 other seasons to watch.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We're kind of jumping all around on seasons, so
I mean,
which is kind
we're
of
just
cool.
working backwards. So we did 8. Now this was 7. So
we did?
chronologically it would be 6. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is season 7. Season 8 was the first one we saw on Netflix. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good stuff. So what's new with you, Brandon? What's going on this week?
I'm getting Crocs on Monday.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Now you said you want to wear socks with your Crocs.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because even when I wear my sandals, I
Your
still wear
slides?
socks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I still wear socks just
Okay.
because I feel like I don't know. I guess with bare feet and my slides, they kind of slide out too much.
Well, you just put your Crocs in 4x4.
I don't think I'm ready for that power.
Because Austin wears his Crocs with socks. I don't wear my socks with Crocs or Crocs with socks. So I guess just find your sweet spot.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna try both of them. But yeah.
So I just don't like wearing socks. I hate.
I love socks.
I hate them so much.
I love wearing socks.
Wool prisons for your feet.
Now, do you when you wear your Doc Martens, is it the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's sometimes where I won't wear socks with my Doc Martens.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just like,
what?
Yeah, I don't like it. I just don't like wearing socks. And people who wear socks to bed are insane and need to be locked up.
I only wear socks to bed when I'm sick.
Yeah. Okay. You can be seasonally locked up. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like, which is weird though, because I don't even like my feet. Like I don't like feet in general, and I don't like mine. And I don't like when people like take photos of it.
Your feet?
Well, just you're getting uncomfortable just thinking. I'm
getting uncomfortable just thinking about it. I'm starting to sweat.
Who takes pictures of your feet?
But no, I don't like being in photos like
that's a side of the internet we don't want to be on.
No, I don't like being in photos barefoot or things like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Or sometimes mom would be like, "Oh, let me take a picture," and she'll like take a picture of my feet. I'm like, No.
I have never purposely taken a picture.
Well,
of
you're
your
like,
feet.
"Let me see a picture of your tattoo," and I'm like, "That's all my feet." And then,
well, you know what the whole thing is like taking a picture of you, and we're getting right back to it. It's not the most pleasurable experience.
What delight.
So yeah, and then every time, because we've been taking pictures of Indy as she grows, and every single time I'm just like, Indy's very well behaved. I'm like, Indy, look over here. She's like, yes. Robert's laughing. I go to pick her up and do it, and I look like a gargoyle. Indy is like, looking everywhere but the camera. Why does that happen, Robert?
Well, I'll tell you why it happens. First of all, mom lifts Indy, who's 32 pounds, up with her back.
That's what I thought.
So she uses no legs or knees in order to pick up the dog. It's all back.
That's what I thought.
So she's already strained. Indy is wiggling, as you do, right? You have to give her like a really firm hold.
I squeeze her.
Yeah. And so what mom does is I take the picture. I go, all right, I'm taking the picture. And as I take the picture, she moves to get into a different pose. But as I take the picture, as soon as she starts moving, so her eyes are always closed and her mouth's always open. So it's not that anybody's lack of trying. It's just poor timing.
See, and here's me taking the picture. Click, 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 click.
That's what I do. I do click it.
No, you don't.
You do. You just make a lot of poses. You're constantly moving
This
your head.
is you. I'm taking a picture now. I'm taking a picture now.
Because you told me to. You said, tell me that when you take a picture. And I said, okay, Mom, I'm taking a picture. Eyes closed. Mom, I'm taking a picture. Mouth open. Mom, I'm taking a picture.
Take a picture every 30 seconds.
Well, you got to get in position.
No, I don't. I want the natural, like,
That's
pose.
not natural.
Yeah,
it's
that's
all artificial.
No, just face it. I take a better picture.
Mom and Indy they switch. They go on and off, right? So either Indy's a good photo or Mom's in a good photo, but both of them are in the photo well.
Yeah. So
Brandon should take a photo of you on Monday and see how it's like.
Brandon has. They turn out really well.
With holding the dog?
Well, we'll have to.
Yeah. So,
okay.
I mean, we're going to meet up tomorrow. So how about after we film, how about we meet here and then all drive out together and then we can take the photo and Brandon can take photos of you holding it.
Yeah, we should do it in the morning before it's too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like wrestling a furry hot dog that's all oiled up.
Well, yeah, dude, because once you pick her up, you think that she's just going to like kind of stay there, but she contorts her body to lick your face.
Yeah, she's super muscular.
Yeah.
And she's like an anglerfish. She's like an eel. All of a sudden she's really slippery and she's
with
just
teeth.
dead weight.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, we got a puppy DNA test for her. So we're going to swab her and send her off. Because, I mean, she's definitely pit bull. I know that. Yeah. But I just think that there might be something else in there just because of her
lingering
size.
traits and personality.
And
too.
Size.
But what other, a pit bull is a relatively large dog. What could be bigger than a pit bull?
Mastiffs, Great Danes.
But I mean, who would mix a Great Dane and a pit bull?
They mix some weird things. I've seen pit bulls and chihuahuas. I've seen pit bulls
and like wiener dogs.
Yeah, pit bulls and wiener dogs, pit bulls and huskies.
So weird.
That is the new one right now. Is
pit bulls
they're called
huskies.
Pitskis.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, I mean, I personally couldn't think of two worse dogs to put together because huskies are just really high maintenance dogs.
And they shed a lot.
Yeah, because when
they're
I was
loud.
Yeah, they're loud.
When
Indy's
I was
pretty loud.
She's vocal.
Yeah.
But when I was looking for Indy, in the paper there's just so many like rescue huskies, and when I looked in the pound, all the animal shelters, there were actually more huskies in there than there were pit bulls.
Yeah, huskies.
Wow.
From what I'm told, I've never owned a husky, and I don't think I ever will. But I believe that they are generally a more of a harder dog to own because they came from like a working line. I don't think people either have the right temperament or environment to have a husky.
Yeah,
and kind of like be successful with it.
Yeah, and the Belgian Malinois.
Oh yeah, those are furry meat missiles. I don't think people have any idea. Like, dude, like I was like, oh yeah, we can train a pit bull, no problem. Like Indy will be a walk in the park. She's a lot of work. I'm tired a lot of the time. And a Belgian Malinois is like 3 dogs in one. Like it'd be like having 3 Indies.
Yeah,
because they have such a high work drive that you like physically have to like work them until they're about ready to pass out. And even then they don't want to stop.
Jesus.
That's what we have to do in Africa. It's like you have to force the dog to stop working because they'll work until they'll like put themselves in the hospital. They'll also like charge it. Like they're so driven that like let's say like one of Christian's dog, if he sinks it off or something, they'll like run through thorn bushes to get to where they need to go. They do not care. Yeah. They're like honey badgers.
Jeez, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah, so then, people are like, oh, I want this really cool, badass dog. Yeah. And then they end up going to work 8 hours a day. And then the dog is just, it
has
doesn't.
A lot of it, like the pent up, like, not anxiety, but like a lot of like angst.
Yeah.
It just wants to like do something. You need to work your working dog.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if Indy is anything, I mean, if I had to bet, I would say that she's got a little bit of Mastiff in her.
Okay.
Just because she's a total stalker. I mean, and Freedom used to do that, and Freedom was our old Mastiff.
Yeah.
She likes to burrow under the covers.
I realized too that this morning she has a pointer hand. She always, whenever something's really interesting, she always puts up her front paw.
That was her front left.
Yeah, it could be. But whenever she does it, I always think of Scary Movie 2.
What part was that?
Well, the butler who was rolling shit on Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
He is the butler, and he's got like a strong hand. And he goes, "Take my strong hand, child." He goes, "No, give me your other hand." He goes, "It's not as strong. Yeah. Take this one." I always think of that because she's got a little paw.
Take my hand.
Yeah, it's her little strong hand.
Jeez, dude. Now I can't get that out of my head.
It's funny, right?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, and then her nose, because she has like that cleft nose.
She's a butt nose.
And and I have researched like, large breeds that stalk their prey. Yeah. Because she does that when we're, throwing the ball. And then the cleft nose and bull mastiff has come up twice. Yeah. In both of those.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, she's just thick. Like, it's crazy because you can already see the muscles on her front and back legs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, and she's only 4
She sits like a gargoyle. It's the weirdest thing. And the dog does not know how to sit well.
It's almost like Liberty. Liberty sat like that.
No.
She sat weird.
Not as weird as this one.
I don't know, dude.
This dude, Indy sits like on her back 3 vertebrae. It's so weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sits like that thing on Star Wars.
Like Jabba the Hutt?
No, the thing that's on top of Jabba the Hutt. I forget its name.
Oh, the little like...
Yeah, the little one?
Yeah. Little goblin looking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to...
That's a reference that Natasha won't get because she's never seen the 3rd Star Wars.
And we're not going to tell you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we're gonna do...
she won't let me buy a sword.
Why?
Can we talk about that for a second? Can I vent for a little bit?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Sure.
She won't let me buy a sword.
Why?
Because I don't know. She says, I don't know. I don't know her reason behind it because there's a sword shop in York.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, and I really want to buy a sword. And she's like, no, you can't buy a sword. And I was like, why not? Because I just want to walk around with a sword.
I don't think you could walk around with a sword.
Well, here's the thing. And did I tell you about this?
Yeah, with the receipt.
With the receipt.
Yeah.
I just walk around with a sword. I'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, but you're a strange foreigner walking around the city with a sword and a receipt.
A very outstanding mustache and cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Or Crocs.
Although I'm starting to reconsider the cowboy boots because I have to figure out if I can waterproof the suede.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's it because those were expensive boots.
And they're nice boots.
I don't want them to get ruined by the English weather.
I wouldn't bring
But cowboys, use it for outdoor
activities.
Yeah,
but I mean, the whole thing is if you go, for one thing, you want to waterproof them.
I'll just wear bags around my cowboy boots.
You want to waterproof them.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, having like a stain on it, you're going to have to know that it would probably change the color of the leather.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that it's waterproof because otherwise the rain's just going to go right into your socks. And the problem is that you've born and raised in Southern California. So your idea of rain is like, oh, look, it's raining. And in other countries and in other parts of the country, the rain is pretty intense.
Yeah, it rains a lot over there.
Yeah, which is, considerable. And you just might want to just double check.
I'll just buy a really big umbrella too. Like one of them patio umbrellas.
Dude, you'd get blown up from the wind and then you would disappear in the clouds.
Maybe. That'd be
like
kinda
Mary
cool.
Poppins.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It'd be cool.
I don't know about that, dude.
No, not the part. We're wearing the cowboy boots.
Oh, okay.
God, I love those boots.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Did you hear about the lady who got killed in, I think, North
By an
Carolina?
umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got impaled by a beach umbrella.
Wait, in Northern Florida.
No,
It
it
was
in
somewhere
Southern-
in the East Coast.
It was
I
one
don't
of the
know.
Carolinas.
Was it?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it just crazy wind
Just
and
crazy
then just went
wind
straight
and then-
through her?
Yeah.
You know, I think I was reading a story, and I don't know if this was. I think this one was in Florida, but they were fishing for like sailfish
Yeah.
or something like that, and some lady got impaled by the sailfish.
By swordfish.
Yeah, or that one.
Yeah. And I also heard, because, we're always talking about sharks,
Mhm.
a nurse shark actually
Yeah.
attacked somebody.
Really?
What? No.
Where?
Yeah.
No.
Continue amongst yourselves.
There's no way.
I saw a TikTok this morning about some chick who she's at an aquarium, and she was like, "There's the shark that took my arm." I guess she was doing something, and the shark had attacked her, and they actually found the shark, captured it, and then brought it to an aquarium.
No way.
Yeah, so she gets to go and visit the shark that chewed her arm off.
Okay, like, what would you even think about it at that point? Like, would you look at the shark with angry eyes, or would you look at the shark and be like, now who's stuck?
I don't know, man. I like having both of my arms and never had a shark attack. I couldn't tell you my resentment if there was any.
Well, I mean, just put yourself in
I forget the surfer. I
Shoot.
forgot who it
Okay,
was.
here it is. Okay.
nurse sharks don't
Boy
attack, though.
attacked by normal docile nurse sharks needs 3-hour operation.
Really?
Yeah. It said this little boy was 8, suffered flesh wounds after a number of nurse sharks bit him on both legs while he was swimming in the lagoon last week. Yeah.
I wonder why.
I
He
mean,
says
do
it was
you
like a scene out of Jaws. He said, yeah.
Food shortage?
No.
Well, I mean, nurse sharks don't attack. That's the thing. They should
It
not
had to have been
attack.
something.
Yeah, it says the father told the newspaper that he was angry that the local tour guide said it was safe to swim among the sharks.
It is.
Yeah.
They should not
We've
attack.
we've swum
No, we
Yeah.
swim with leopard sharks.
Yeah, but still, a shark.
The sharks
they
are believed
shouldn't
to have been nurse sharks, slow-moving bottom dwellers,
Yeah.
which National Geographic describes for the most part harmless to humans.
Very.
The sharks will bite defensively if bothered by divers who assume they are docile. So maybe, I don't know.
Do you think the kid might have accidentally went into somehow a nursing shark little den thing?
And
They're
if there's
sleeping?
multiple of them, I have no idea. Yeah, dude, nurse sharks are super sick.
Yeah,
I
dude.
see
Yeah.
them all the time when I'm diving.
He might have accidentally kicked one and
Yeah.
made it mad or something. I don't know.
But that's just the whole thing. It's like people look at buffaloes in Yellowstone and they're like, oh, they're so sweet.
Oh yeah, a lot of people
you know.
die from that.
People get gored all
Yeah.
the time. There was even in Catalina, some dude was before we went the first time,
Yeah.
some dude got gored by a bison.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the day of or
Really?
before we went.
Mhm.
It was the first
So
time.
sometimes I think people, I'm just, that's just what I'm saying, but maybe they think wild animals aren't that wild.
Well, I
and-
know down in La Jolla, people. I remember this one time. It was me, Adrian, and 2 or 3. I think it was Zoe, and then Kristen. And we were down in La Jolla, and there was this couple. You can tell they're from the Midwest because they had that twangy y'all.
No.
And they were standing next to a sea lion trying to pet it. And I was like, yo, that's not a good idea. And then not unrelated, but 2 weeks ago I saw this video
Yeah.
about this sea lions chasing people down the beach of La Jolla.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude.
Which is actually kind of crazy because I've kind of fucked with some sea lions before there too. And oh God.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, but that's out in the open water when they're messing with you.
no, Arian and I and
Don't tell me you picked on sea lions trying to
No,
sunbathe.
we didn't really. It was me, Arian, Chad.
You only kinda
and-
picked on
No,
them?
it was me, Arian, and Matt Johnson. And we were free diving in La Jolla, and in La Jolla they have a sea lions cave, right, where all the sea lions go, and it smells terrible in there. So we dove in there. We're snorkeling in there, and then Arian jumps on the rock and pretends to be a sea lion. He's like, "Har, har, har, har,
Of course
har."
he did.
And then you look over, and there's a big bull sea lion. He
Oh,
goes,
shit.
"Har, har, har," and Arian's like, "Oh God!" And I was like, "All right, you got a new boyfriend. He's gonna get you." And so we swam away really, really quick.
Yeah.
So that was it. Also,
Oh.
too, that same day, Matt Johnson got yelled at for spear diving or for spearfishing.
By who?
Well, because La Jolla is a protective cove
Oh yeah.
up until a certain part, right? So it's kind
Mm.
of split. Half of it's protected, the other half's not. And so Matt Johnson and Arian brought their spear guns into the non-protective part, but they had to swim around where people were bodyboarding, and some bodyboarder was yelling at them. They're like, get that spear out of here. And they were just berating Matt and Arian, and they
Matt
just
doesn't look like the fastest swimmer either.
Yeah, and dude, it was so funny too, because like back then he was a bigger guy. He lost a lot of weight now, but he was a bigger guy. And when you're spearfishing, or just when you're free diving, you have to have some counterweight for buoyancy, because you as a person who are holding your breath, you're going to be naturally buoyant, along with your wetsuit, which is also buoyant. So you can actually just kind of float on top of the ocean with very little effort with your wetsuit. So you need some weights or counterweights to counteract the buoyancy. Well, Matt overestimated how heavy he was. So he had like 20 pounds of lead weights on him, and he was sinking. And so he was fighting to stay up. So he's tired. We're in like 200 feet of water, and he's like fighting to stay up. He's not at the time he wasn't the fittest. So he's like struggling. He was like, this is super cool, dude. It's like, look at it. Cause we were swimming amongst the kelp. I was like, this is so rad. And I was like, yeah, it's great. Anybody, you want to go inside now? And his mouth's barely above water. And
so he's getting yelled at.
Yeah, for like an hour, and he's getting yelled at. And so by the time he gets to shore, he can't really talk a whole lot. And Arian wasn't really saying much either. And then finally he like flipped off the bodyboarders, and they all ran away. Yeah. And Arian and Matt ran up the hill.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw this video, and I think I said it before, but there was like this little girl who was petting a sea lion or something, and it was just in like a parking lot. And it was a little girl just petting it, dude. And then this thing's like snapped back, like almost grabbing the little girl, and the father grabbed the girl like right out of the way of him. Yeah. And the thing turned and was just like looking at him like, I'm gonna attack. But
there's a sea lion that snatched a girl.
Yeah,
pulled her
in the water. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, dude. It's just like people don't understand how dangerous these
wild animals are wild. That's why one of the stickers I have in my water bottle says "Keep wild bears wild."
Yeah, dude.
Or keep the bears wild or something.
I just don't understand how it's like, oh, look at that cute little thing over there. I'm gonna go pet it.
Well, I think also too, it's just people who aren't familiar with interacting with wildlife. It's people who are like seeing this stuff on movies and things like that. Like I know in Africa and stuff like that too, they'll be like, oh, well, like let me get closer, and when you get closer, they're scary. Like elephants, you don't mess with elephants.
They're huge.
Like I can touch this, and like especially I think people find a lot of false sense of security when they try to associate animals that aren't carnivorous. Yeah, it's like herbivores, things that eat plants and stuff like that. They're like, oh yeah, they're not dangerous. An elephant will jack you up, dude.
Yeah, even like I see like a lot of TikToks where they're in their like little safari jeep. Yeah, even then they're like, be quiet, don't move, because like a charging elephant, I don't know if they can get away from it. In
context, I don't know. It depends. I mean, we've driven away from elephants charging. I know Marty and Chris have done it. Mike's done it a bunch of times. It's not hard, but you have to be aware of your surroundings. Like if you're on a game vehicle and you're in the middle of the bush and like it's not super easy to navigate, yeah, you're probably gonna be a little jacked. But it really depends on the situation. So and the thing with that is like what you're saying, Mom. The animals associate the car as one giant being, right? So it's pretty big. So they're not gonna like mess with it because it's bigger than they are. But the second you start standing up or making a lot of different noise and movements and stuff like that, they're like, oh wait, it's not a really big thing. It's a bunch of little things on this big thing. And then they start getting a little more curious. And if you get too close to them, they can become aggressive.
Yeah, I saw this one where the whole pack of lions was like trying to take down like a Cape buffalo. Yeah. And it was like, because that's what the sound they make. And all of a sudden, all these other Cape buffaloes were just like, no way, not on my watch.
We call them the Black Mafia in Africa. Yeah. Those are the animals you don't mess with. They're one of the big five. You do not mess with Cape buffalo.
Yeah, and one of the lions went flying through the air.
They'll kill a lion really easily.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What's funny too, we were in Africa the last time we were in Africa. Christian and my buddy.
Marty?
No, it's Christian. And who's the ranger? Oh God, it's gonna kill me. I want to say Trevor, but it's not Trevor. Anyway,
let's just say Trevor.
Let's just say Trevor.
Yeah, we'll call him.
Anyway, Christian and Trevor are doing scent detection with Rollo, and so
Rollo is a dog.
Rollo is the working dog. It's a what's up?
Nothing. I'm just itching my nose.
Oh, I thought it was like a sign for like.
No, I'm just itching my nose.
So they're doing scent detection with Rollo, who is a Dutch shepherd. Okay. And so what they did is they basically they put one of Christian's dirty socks in a jug of water, and then put a hole in the jug, and then kind of led the water down like about maybe about half a mile, So Rollo can work on scent detecting. So you can find a certain scent and track it, and it's easy to do with a dirty sock and water.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're doing it. They're out in the reserve, and there's a huge population of Cape buffalo that kind of migrate right outside of reserve. And we're standing on the other side of the fence, and Mike walks over, and I was like, "Dude, Mike, check out all these Cape buffalo, like right next to Christian and Trevor." And Mike's like, "Oh yeah, here's what's gonna happen." He was like, all of a sudden there was gonna be a gust of wind because they were downwind from the buffalo. They were like a gust of wind's gonna alert the buffalo. This buffalo right here is gonna raise its head. He's gonna let all the other buffalo know that there's somebody here that they don't want, and then they're all gonna start charging. And sure enough, not 10 seconds later, the wind comes. The buffalo raises his head. Christian and Trevor kind of look over, and all of a sudden you hear the, and they all start charging at him. And so
wow.
they have to run and hide in a bush.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
No.
Yeah, because they're not afraid of anything. Man.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of like a hippo. Everybody's like, oh yeah, dude, hippos, they're in the water, they're huge and they're not fast, but they're aggressive.
Well, they're on the land too.
That's what I'm saying.
And they have padded feet, so you can't hear them.
Dude, they're fast. They're just like elephants.
Yeah.
They're fast. They're
fast in
aggressive.
water. I've seen them like trying to like almost catching a boat.
Well, if you think about it, they don't need their teeth for eating. Those are strictly for fighting. They're giant knives for effing things up.
And their mouths cock like an insane like 90 degrees or something, dude.
Now alligators won't even mess with them, right?
Well,
or
they don't. They have crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
Yeah.
So it depends.
Well, crocodiles will go for the smaller ones, but hippos will also mess up crocodiles.
Yeah, it depends on how active the bull is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how most poachers die, because poachers have to operate at night without any flashlights, and they don't realize, or they don't either, they don't see or they don't hear the hippo that's just grazing on dry land.
Mm-hmm.
And so they walk into a hippo, the hippo sees them and just kills them.
Dude, it's so nice.
So that's why hippos get so many fatalities. That's why it's the most dangerous animal in Africa, is just sheer size and magnitude and temperament. It's crazy.
And it's so funny because like when I was little, like all the cartoons and everything, it was always the lovable yawning.
Yeah, the lovable little hippo. Sure enough.
Yeah.
You do not mess with hippos. Dude. They are scary.
Yeah. And the crazy thing, and like kind of jumping off topic for that one, but like elephants, like because
elephants are just as scary,
dude. Because I went to like the Monterey thing.
Yeah.
I freaking forgot what it was called, but I went up there and I saw. I mean, like, even lions and, like, tigers in person, the scariest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like, elephants, because I went over and I washed it. But, I mean, I'm sitting there looking at its leg. Like, I'm not even anywhere near. I'm probably barely underneath it, like, its kneecap. And I always thought that they were going to be, like, a little bit small. I never really had, like, a size comparison. And then once I got up to it, I was like, dang, okay, this thing is massive.
Yeah, they're huge animals.
But, I mean, like, even lions, because... we fed some, so like they got put into their pens, then we pushed meat in through like a little thing, and then we heard it break bones with its teeth and stuff. But like when we first got there, we looked back because we're right next to the tiger cage, and there was a lion and a lioness, and the lion was just pacing back and forth in the cage, never taking its eyes off of us. Like his head was just pointed at us. But I mean, looking at like a full-grown lion pacing in a cage, dude. Like I don't, I couldn't even imagine just being in like the wilderness and dealing with something like that.
They're cool.
That's what I'm saying.
You should come to Africa with me one day.
Yeah. I'll take care of Pam.
Sometimes.
Yeah, Pam's just like a smaller lion.
I'm afraid of Pam. She friggin' scares me.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the leopards are the scary ones. That's the ones you gotta look out for.
What was? I don't know if it was a Bengal tiger. Like they're in Indonesia?
Well, it would be a Sumatran tiger.
Okay, that's what.
There are different species of tiger, but yeah.
Okay, the Sumatran tiger. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. But there's like a video on YouTube, and there was a guy sitting on an elephant, and out of nowhere, just the tiger jumps out from like the rice paddies or something, or like grass field that they're in, up above the elephant, and just clawing the guy. Like
it could be. I don't know. I wouldn't know if it'd be in Indonesia, but it definitely is a Southeast Asian country. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
But I mean, just like watching just a tiger come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and tigers. I mean, that's just the whole thing. Tigers they'll eat people.
Yeah,
I mean, they're people eaters.
The cat with the highest recorded human fatality is a tiger in India.
Yeah, that was the one where like a hunter tried to kill it or something. Or I read a story or something, but there was like a tiger in somewhere that has over like 300 kills.
Yes, in India.
Yeah, and like I guess it was already hunting humans, and then a hunter went out shot it but broke a tooth, so it just got even more aggressive and then started killing more people. And they finally killed
because
it.
that's a lot of reasons why lions attack humans and things like that. Is just because they have an injury or thing like that would prohibit them actually hunting live bigger game, so they have to go for something weaker and smaller like people. That's
just crazy.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine like being hunted by a tiger.
I got stalked by a tiger once,
Yeah,
or not a tiger, a lion.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of wildlife, did you know that we have a bluebird in our backyard?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a blue jay or a blue bird? Because I can't remember the last time I've seen a blue jay.
It's a blue jay. It's a big blue bird.
Big blue bird.
Okay.
Where do you see it?
It just flew by the window and I've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
I saw it on the chair.
Okay. So by popular demand, in kindergarten, I learned a bluebird song.
Let's hear it.
Okay, ready?
I get my popular demand.
Nobody asked for it.
No, you're gonna
Okay,
please
yes,
the crowd.
yes, please. I will sing
Silence,
it.
peasants.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Bluebird, where is your nest? Bluebird, where is your nest? Bluebird, where is your nest? High in the tree that I like best. You're welcome.
I love it. Have you guys ever played the singing game?
No.
My favorite comedian, Bert Kreischer, did it on a podcast once. And so what it is you try to sing the same song as somebody else is singing at the same time. Watch Brennan. Here, follow me, right?
Okay.
I'm singing and we're talking during a podcast and we're drinking coffee. It's going to be a good time.
That's weird. Because I'm trying to like figure out what he's saying at the same time he's going for it.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
I like how you were just like staring at his
Your
lips.
eyes were huge.
I'm like, what's coming next? What's coming next? Where are we going with this song?
Do you want to try it with Brandon?
You try. You did good.
Who?
Him.
Okay.
No, you guys.
I
try.
don't know.
You just sing, Brandon.
I don't want to sing.
Sing really slow, and then Mom
I'm
will fall.
singing and I don't want to.
Okay.
You're so much charismatic.
Do it. Come on.
Look at the charismaticness
Rock,
of
paper,
it.
scissors. I won, by the way. Also,
right.
side note, I always go scissors.
I know, and
I
I
know.
don't know why
I
I
literally
forget it.
will only ever throw scissors.
But you have to sing and look at me, which is, I think, awesome.
Yeah, Mom's having fun.
You set this up from the beginning.
I mean,
We are singing about Indy, the cutest little hippo. Indy's parching her lips and drinking some water. That's
fun,
actually a lot
right?
of fun.
Yeah, it's actually really
fun.
good. Oh man, yeah, Bert Kreischer. If you don't know about him, he's hands down the funniest person.
He's
I've
the
ever
machine
met.
guy, right?
He's the machine,
dude.
Yeah.
And
But I
he's
followed
very
him-
pleased.
I've been following him since
before
that.
yeah,
But
dude.
yeah, no, he's a really probably the funniest person I've ever met.
I love his laugh.
Yeah, it's
I don't
very
know
good
why,
one.
but something about
Yeah.
his laugh is just the funniest thing.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Him and Tom Segura are the best. Like
Best comedian. Yeah, if you guys want a good podcast, Two Bears, One
Besides
Cave.
ours.
Besides ours, Two Bears, One Cave, best podcast in the world.
So, Barbara, what do you got going on this week? What's your update?
Well, this week, it's today's Monday.
Today's Monday.
A video game that I've been eagerly waiting since February 28th will be released on a video.
Dang, that long?
Yeah,
It's
you've
that
been waiting for a
It's
long
been-
time.
It's been very hard waiting because I'm not a very patient person.
no,
And it is finally being released, and I'm very, very excited. So,
that's I see. I didn't know it was that long.
yeah, I mean, I don't. I guess it's just because we've had a busy summer, and
That's a good
you know,
point.
things like that. Just time flies, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, February 28th was the last time, so it's highly anticipated.
Was that wait? That was the last time you played it?
It's the last time anybody played it. It was a closed beta, which means it's still in development. So
Yeah.
they
So
use
now
these
you
betas
said
as a test.
That it's only coming out for a couple of weeks?
It's only going to be out. It starts August 17th and it ends August 31st, I believe, or August 30th. So I only get about 13, 14 days of playtime. So in that 13, 14 days, my schedule is going to be like I'm waking up at 3 a.m. For the next 14 days. And
Welcome to the club.
I'm probably going to go to bed around midnight for the next 14 days.
Oh, never mind.
So
Not welcome
I
to
have
the
a
club.
lot of things to be doing.
You know, and I think it's really cool because Indy has changed her sleep schedule.
Yeah, I'm really thankful she's sleeping with you now.
Yeah. Because what happens is it used to be when Robert would go to bed, she would be like, okay, time to go to bed. And she would crawl under Robert's bed and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Now
she'd also wake up with me.
Yeah. And she would also, during the middle of the night, be like, I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So now she'll be like, okay, I'm going to go put Robert to sleep.
Yeah.
And I'll be back. So just wait for me.
Yeah.
So as soon as Robert's like snoring, she comes back. She's like, okay, he's asleep. Can we go play now?
Yeah.
So I go back outside with her and play. And then she just, she's been sleeping on my bed.
Yeah.
But she's been sleeping all night.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
When I wake up in the morning, I kind of, because I have my gym shorts. And if the gym shorts
look at the bluebirds out there and was yelling at her. And she's she's like, there's a mean bird out there.
There's something out there.
Yeah.
It's not like me.
Her eyes or her ears are just straight back. She's like, well, I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Something yelled at me from the tree.
Well, that's good though that she's not waking up, in the middle of the night scratching.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah.
Now she can actually sleep.
Because it was rough. Like it would be like every 2 hours we'd wake up to her just manically scratching.
Yeah.
And her belly would just be all red and there'd be scratch marks everywhere. And she knows she's doing much better.
Yeah, she did wake up last night and she scratched just a little bit, but I was able I just kind of soothed her.
Yeah.
I just like pet her and I'm like, no, don't worry about it. And she's like, oh, okay.
I wonder if she had like maybe a traumatic experience before we got her, where like sleeping through the night brought her anxiety or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was able to. I didn't have to get up and get wipes, and I didn't have to like take her outside.
Yeah.
But I just pet her, and she's like, "Okay, mommy."
Crazy how big she is. I'm really curious to see how big she's going to be when I get back, because I'll be gone for 3 weeks, and she gains about 5 pounds a week.
Dude, every time I come back, she's bigger.
Yeah, she's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a puppy for about an afternoon.
Yeah.
And then after that, we just have a small horse.
Yeah. I think for about 4 hours.
Yeah, we literally I think she had puppy breath for maybe about 3 hours, and then hour 5 she was 20 pounds.
Yeah. And that's and to me, it's going back to like what I think she is, and where I see like a different breed in her is how tall she is and how long her legs are. Because pit bulls are basically short and broad and to the ground, and she's all like, she's got really little stilt legs. Which
I'm perfectly fine with her getting bigger and growing because her personality's developing. She's learning. She's figuring out what she can and cannot get away with, and she's all in all, she's a really well behaved dog. I mean, she doesn't do anything. Sometimes she'll be a little mischievous and she knows what she's doing, and then she'll do it. Like, for example, she's not allowed on the couch. She'll jump on the couch, look at me, and then be like, what you going to do? And then I'll have to chase her off. And then she's like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So, no, she's a good dog.
Yeah, and last night, after she put Robert to bed, she jumped in and she was like barking at me while I was like trying to work on my
was she
YouTube.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so, I mean, all that is like, hey, you know what? I want to play.
Yeah.
So instead of getting mad at her, I just put my stuff down for a little bit and we went outside and she just explored and she went rock hunting. And
yeah, she loves playing fetch. She's not really good at it, but she loves playing it. Like she'll run and get the ball and then come back and she'll kind of like, come catch me. And so you have to like kind of catch her kind of thing, but she just loves chasing stuff.
Yeah, our game is because I got that big old Nerf gun. Yeah. I have 3 Nerf ball or the 3 tennis balls. So I'll get the gun and she'll get ready and she'll be like, kind of like stalking. Then I'll be like, go. And then she'll run after the ball. So I'll shoot all 3 to one end of the yard, walk over there, turn around, shoot them all back the other way.
And she loves it, dude. And it's weird too, because she'll have something in her mouth, but still chase other things. Yeah. And then she'll try to get both things in her mouth and she just can't do it. So she's like, this is good enough. And she comes back with the original thing.
Yeah. Or like when we came back home that one time and I had a treat and she would not get her toy out of her mouth.
Her little keys.
Yeah. And she wanted the treat so bad, but she also wanted her toys just as much. So like she would try to put the treat in her mouth when the keys were in her mouth, and she was like, I don't know which one to drop or which one I want more.
Yeah.
And it was just the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. So Robert, you have Super People coming out.
Yeah, I got
and you're going to be producing videos and stuff like that for YouTube?
Yeah. That on top of our regular thing. So the podcast, the Gray Hair Can Do, all that jazz. So kind of a busy week, busy couple of weeks. So yeah, it'd be really fun. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, because I mean,
there's gonna be a tournament and you can win some cash prizes.
Yeah, dude, because I mean, you've been talking about this for so long.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming, so it's been.
See,
good.
now I think we should set up a little system. Like, we should have like a horn, wonk wonk, or a bell, ding, 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 ding. So that way, when you're playing and you're in the tournament and you need something,
no, I won't be in a tournament, but I appreciate it. I don't think it'd be anything where like, Mom, I need more snacks.
I'll be like, I'll bring you some Cheetos.
Yeah. No, I'll be perfectly fine. No, it's just a lot of video creation.
Oh, okay.
Just a lot of video editing and things like
So
that.
yeah, I was gonna try to be a good partner.
Well, I think if you want to be a good partner, I think space is pretty good because you get excited and you're like, I can't wait to show Robert this flower I found. And
well, yeah, I'll know. I mean,
okay.
But the whole thing is like, I don't know what you're doing in there. Now I'll know that you're, it's super important for you, so I can respect boundaries.
Okay.
I'll just take pictures and send it to you.
There you go. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. So what about you, Mom? What's up with you this week?
Yeah, what's up with you, Mom?
Yeah, Mom, what's up with you?
I thought you honestly went first, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, I talked about Cajun Sparkle.
Oh, no, he meant like asking me what's going on with my week.
Huh?
Nothing. Continue.
Anyways, what's going
on with you?
Yeah, Mom, what's on with the week?
Thanks for asking. Oh, this is awesome.
You wearing cologne?
Huh?
You wearing cologne?
I always wear cologne.
Do you?
Yeah, why?
Something smells like cologne. I know it's not Mom.
Well, that was really super rude.
It's not rude. I just...
You're like, so what's up with you? I go to talk. You're like, hey, let's just talk amongst each other.
So you're saying it's rude when somebody interrupts you?
Oh, no. If you would have interrupted me talking to me, that wouldn't have been rude. But you're like, hey, let's just talk amongst each other while Mom talks.
Oh, so it's weird how the shoe...
It's on the other foot.
Please continue.
I don't want to tell you right now.
But yes, I put on cologne.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up with you, Mom?
Well, Brandon.
Oh, my God.
No, not much. Just, creating. It's super exciting that on Instagram they have subscriptions now to where creators can do extra content. And I actually got approved for it. I got
awesome.
Notification just a couple of days ago that I could set up my subscription. So I've been working really hard to put together like almost like a second platform within the platform of more content, more in-depth content. Mm-hmm. So anybody who subscribes to my Instagram can get, it's like Lonnie 2.0.
Yeah. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do now for the subscribers?
What I'm going to do is that basically I want to be more in depth as far as, cause I'm going to put out my reels of like what I'm wearing, but then I'm going to put out a video of basically why I put what I'm wearing together.
Okay. So you're kind of breaking down your kind of image on style and how you came up with said outfit.
Yeah, because it's like my reels are 15 seconds, and in 15 seconds I'm like, hey, this is what I wore. But for the subscription, I can kind of put the reasoning behind how I picked out what I picked out, and also like where you got it and everything. Yeah. I'm gonna do a lot of product reviews of the things I buy. I think that's like, hey, I bought this. It it fit like this. You can find it here. It's true to size or whatever. Yeah. And then I'm going to do something more like on tattoos and like tattoo aftercare, and just kind of like talk to like starting a conversation about tattoos. And then I did borrow your idea of coffee morning thoughts.
Oh, I think that's solid.
So every morning I post a picture and just kind of like have a deep conversation with myself and them, kind of like maybe... Like this morning I talked about like liking Halloween again and letting go of the past and making new memories. So I want to make it really to where, I'm providing them with something of substance.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid way to do it.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. I think it'll be really cool.
Yeah. It's going to be a good kind of just different kind of little step.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be really hard to get. I know Mom was saying that a lot of people like Austin, they are been trying to get it and nobody can get it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's still in like a trial phase.
Yeah, it's still a beta thing.
Oh, okay.
I am so fortunate that I got it, because there's a whole lot of creators out there that are bigger platforms. Yeah. And for some reason they decided me.
It's probably just your style of content.
Yeah, and also the message you're putting out.
Yeah.
Yeah, very possibly.
So I mean, yeah, like why wouldn't they want to put something like give you subscribers for a positive, kind of just outlook every day?
Yeah, because it all comes to the sheer volume of the amount of people on Instagram. Just for them to be like, hey, there's this creator who's putting out some positive stuff in itself is kind of daunting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I think it's awesome though.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah. So we're embracing Halloween.
Well, Brandon has got to go. Yeah.
No, Brandon already went. He talked about his Crocs.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, excited for the Crocs.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're embracing Halloween.
We're embracing Halloween.
Yep.
And in Halloween, there's always scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
So Robert does not like scary movies.
Yes.
You like scary
I love
movies.
scary movies. Robert does not like scary movies. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be pretty much acting out a horror movie. Robert is going to be the innocent bystander who does not understand where he's getting into, and
Yeah.
you are going to be the AKA murderer and also sound effects person.
Perfect. Robert's going to be that girl that falls in the first scene and then just lays there.
Well, I'm the narrator, so I gotta make something a little interesting instead of just Robert turns around, pees himself, goes into the fetal position, and then you toss him off a cliff.
And then I'm like,
Yeah. So I got to come up with something a little bit interesting.
what was she doing?
Oh, she ripped off one of the husks of the palm tree and was like de-threading it.
Oh,
It's like, isn't it straight?
dang.
So
what I
she's
missed.
brushing her own tree, or she's brushing her teeth with the tree.
Yeah.
She's trying to make her own twine.
We were explaining what we're going to do.
Okay.
For
What are you
the
guys doing?
narration.
For
The horror.
Oh, for the horror movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So mom is the sound effects / murderer person.
Yeah.
You are the...
I'm playing the part of Robert in a horror film.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
So
my God, this dog.
So since I'm the sound effects,
Yeah, and the murderer.
the murder, yes. What is this?
Well, Brandon's going to be narrating.
But
Yeah.
I'm honing my skills.
A door?
Yeah. Okay. I'm good. Go ahead,
Okay.
Brandon.
So we will do...
You have to paint the scene.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because
I
there's a
want
lot
to be.
of...
Can I be like at a resort?
Okay, do you want to be haunted by a ghost?
No, that's scary.
Okay, so then there's just going to
What about
be...
like a land shark?
So
Or can I
mom...
be out in the ocean? Can I be swimming and there's a shark? No, 'cause
So-
that'd be too
It's a
scary.
it's a scary movie.
Sharks
Okay,
are
so
scary.
mom's the land shark.
Yeah.
So mom's the shark. So
Oh,
okay,
that
I like
one's
this.
terrifying.
I like this. Okay.
Can mom be a half
No.
shark, half person?
No.
Okay.
So anyways, okay.
Hi, I
so
have teeth.
Oh God.
Robert,
I'm a shark.
Oh great.
for his birthday,
Okay.
4 of your friends take you out deep sea fishing
Oh God.
because
Okay.
you hate deep sea fishing,
Yeah.
but they say it's a new year, it's a new you.
Okay.
So they take you.
So you're on the boat, right? He's on the boat.
Well, I'm painting the picture.
He's the narrator.
Yeah,
dude.
you got to chill.
but I can't do. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, you figure out whatever
He's
you want to do with your
painting the
shark.
scene.
Yeah, the
Painting.
shark is your whole.
No, and I'm sound effects. So.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. So deal with. Okay, so anyways, so 5:00 in the morning. So now.
Remember how we were having that conversation about interrupting people?
I'm not interrupting. I'm the seagulls,
He's trying to set the scene.
and I'm the seagulls.
But this. Okay,
ahead.
how about this? I'm just gonna talk. You guys just chill for a second. So 5:00 in the morning, you are on a boat in the middle of the ocean now. So you are chilling. This is where sound effects comes.
Chill.
Dope. Anyways, it's cool. Anyways, so you guys are fishing.
Okay.
You just get on the line of a tuna,
Okay.
and it's going. It's
Why- okay.
going. Yeah, I know. Well, you guys. I'm trying to
Okay,
paint
do
a
you want
picture.
sound effects or not?
Not
That-
yet.
Well, no, actually, sound
Now?
effects were perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
because that was the line going out
Yeah,
for the
no, she
fish.
was
Well,
good.
I thought you were painting the scene.
Well, no, I am painting the
So
scene.
now
but,
we're in the
well,
narration.
yeah. No. So yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
regret
So
this
she-
the worst part is this is my idea. And
I
I
know.
regret all of this.
yeah. So now you're fighting the fish.
Okay.
Yep. But the thing is that the fish is so big, it's been dragging you out for 5 hours.
Yeah. I feel tired.
You should be.
I feel mentally
Should
just
be.
super
So-
exhausted right
Yeah,
now.
you should be. And then now you switch off the fishing pole to your other friends, and then they start fighting it for 5 hours.
Okay.
So this is over
So
1,000
we've got
pounds.
10 hours.
Yeah,
So,
so is
it
that-
is 3 in the afternoon.
Well,
'Cause
no.
we started at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, so if it's 3, then they switch it off and they give it to another friend. So now you guys are dragged out miles and miles out to
We're
sea.
dragged out
Well, yeah, it was a 1,000-pound tuna, so it's dragging the entire
whole boat.
Oh yeah.
because we don't believe in anchors.
Nope.
Okay.
So you guys are going, and now you are out in the middle of the ocean, and it's starting to get it's starting to get dusk.
Yeah.
And since the driver of the boat was trying to
The
fight the
captain?
fish,
Yeah.
just as much.
He's one of our friends.
Yeah.
We're out to sea.
Yeah. So now the boat is officially out of gas.
Okay.
We're out of gas.
100%. Out of gas.
Okay.
Now you guys are stuck there. But the thing is, though, is that you feel such a hard tug on the fishing line, it snaps.
Okay.
Okay. Now you guys are like, well, what the heck is that?
Yeah,
dude?
what the heck?
Yeah. And then
Okay, your sound effects. You're not our hype man.
one of your friends pointed out a giant dark shadow in the water 100 feet away from you guys.
Okay.
He says, what is that? Everybody looks. It's gone.
Yeah, where'd it go?
Now we
Do I
turn
get
it-
any lines
Yeah.
in this? Okay.
Yeah. But, okay. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, though. And now we switch to Robert. See, I painted the entire scene.
Oh, okay.
I painted the entire front scene, and
Okay.
now we're to Robert.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hey,
Kind of a smart move to not bring a whole lot of gas and then fight this one fish for 12 hours, huh?
well, I didn't think that we would be fighting over 1,000-pound tuna.
Are you my other friend or are you the
Yeah,
captain?
Well, I'm both.
Okay. My captain friend?
We're both.
Well, then Brandon, I mean, I'm not tell you how to live your life, but maybe, if you needed some extra money for some gas, I could have spot you some.
Well, you should have just cut the line, and we wouldn't be in this predicament.
I mean, you're the captain. You could have.
I don't live your life and make your decisions.
Oh,
That was a fish jumping out of the water.
okay. So now that we're out of gas and fish are jumping out of the water, what do we do?
I don't know. Do you got any ideas?
I mean,
Wait,
we
it's
could.
nighttime.
I mean, I have my phone. I can call somebody.
Are you sure? What's the battery life on it?
I've been pretty good. It's like 30%.
Nah, it's about 1.
It was 1%.
Yeah, it's 1%.
Oh man, were you using my phone?
No,
You just know.
I just know. I'm the narrator. There's no 30% here. We got to make this a little bit
Oh,
different.
I only got 1%. I still just shoot a quick text.
Oh, text doesn't make it. Now that we are understanding what's happening on Bub Boat, with their
Okay.
out of gas, no electricity or no batteries in their phone, we
All
switch
of
over.
our phones are dead.
Yep, we
So,
switch
'cause
over.
the whole time I was fishing, I was live streaming it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now
okay.
we switch over to the shark that's
Yeah.
just swimming below, figuring out what it's gonna do next.
Yeah. Why does our shark seem really slow?
Yeah.
Because I'm really big. There's some people up there,
says the shark.
says the shark.
The shark doesn't have to. The shark's
Shark's
not.
narrating
Yeah,
their
the
own
shark's
life.
narrating, not in third person.
shark is hungry,
Says the shark.
said the shark. I can't wait to eat some fishermen, said me.
Well, they did all the hard work. They used up all their gas.
My plan's working great.
Yeah.
Little did they know I was pulling them
You
out.
sound like the narwhal on Buddy the Elf.
They
Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
they live stream the whole thing. They don't have any cell service.
Great.
Think I'm just gonna sit here and I'm going to push the boat.
As the shark is deciding to push the boat,
Okay.
confused
Whoa,
on what
the
it's
boat's
doing.
moving. Guys, don't worry. The shark's working for us. It's gonna push the boat into shore.
Maybe what I'll do is
Why is the shark talking to me?
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll call them down here. Maybe they'll jump off the boat.
How is the shark gonna call people?
Thinking to
It's the middle of
itself.
the night.
I'll tell them I'll give them a ride. How is this a scary movie?
It could be a lot scarier if the shark wasn't acting
I'm in
like.
the water. How am I?
Mom, you're trying to push us into shore and give us a ride home.
You're supposed
You're
to
not
be.
exactly
I'm
a
trying
murderous
to
shark.
lure-
You've
I'm
got
trying to
very
lure-
nice Canadian vibes.
I'm trying to lure you off the boat so I can eat you.
They seem to be out of gas. Maybe I'll push them to shore, eh?
Maybe I'll just wave them down here with my fin underwater.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Come down here. There's
I
air.
got you.
There's air.
Said the shark.
Okay, can one of your friends that aren't too bright take me up on the offer and jump off the boat so I can
Well,
eat them?
If you're a shark, you'd be hitting the boat, trying to destroy the boat.
Wait, you're
trying
the
to-
narrator.
Well, how am I
Well,
supposed
why
to
did you
narrate?
give me- why
How am I
did you-
supposed to narrate when the shark is literally like, oh,
The shark does have a lot more lines than any of the people on the boat, which I thought was weird.
look at the people up there. I wonder if they're gonna come down.
Five dudes on the boat. Nobody talks nearly as much as the shark.
Yeah,
Said the shark.
you
Okay.
can narrate the shark.
Can you
getting-
narrate? Can you narrate somebody jumping in the water?
Why would we jump in
Who
the
would
water?
jump in the water
All
in
right.
the middle of the night,
All right.
miles away from shore?
All right. Thump. Oh look, one of them fell into the water.
You're not the
You're not the
narrator.
narrator.
No.
The shark's living its own life. This is the life according to the
All right.
shark.
Okay, according to the narrator, this is me. I'm just going to swim around.
What am I talking about? The shark should have at least
Look at me.
some.
I'm a shark, and I'm swimming. I'm terrifying.
What do you want me to do? You should be at least
I
want to
the
attack.
people don't have any soul reception.
I don't know.
I set it up pretty well.
Per the narrator, I'm
All right,
just
fine
a
then.
big shark.
You know what? We'll do
Look at
another.
me look at me swimming.
All right, fine. Another scene.
Okay.
Robert.
How about no? How about no shark? How about
no, I got
How
it.
about
Robert,
if the
this?
captain is the murderer?
How about this?
And I'm playing, and I'm in cahoots with the shark, and I
you're
kill
in
you.
cahoots?
Okay, I kind of like that. So, okay, I see what you're saying. So the captain takes people out for a fishing trip, yet throws them to a shark.
Okay.
Yeah.
One by one.
One by
It seems like a small boat.
but the captain tranquilized the people.
Tranquilized?
Tranquilized.
Hi, I have a very nice sandwich for you to take a bite from. Young lad, take a bite of the sandwich.
Yum, turkey and pills, my favorite.
5 minutes go by. Robert hits the deck.
It's not much of a horror film if I get drugged and fed to a shark, dude. There's not a whole lot for plot.
The other is you
This
got to
thing is
fight your
great.
way out
That's
while
great.
you're watching
I'm
your friends get thrown.
tranquilized, dude. I
For a
literally-
second.
What do you mean for a
No,
second?
I'm gonna feed.
No, but
What tranquilizer works for a second?
just give me a second to narrate the
Okay.
entire scene.
All right.
So then now you and your friends are now tied up on the
For
side.
the record, the dog is laying in a puddle.
Good. Yeah. Wow, what a dummy.
No, well, she wants to be she's playing the role of the shark.
Anywho,
Okay.
now you're tied up inside the boat, all one by one on the inside. You're awake. Everybody is awake.
Yeah.
Now you got to figure out a way to get out of it
First
while
of
you're
all, I'd
watching
be
your.
impressed with that amount of tying in 1 second.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying you were knocked out.
I was a Boy Scout.
like
I
an
know how
hour.
to.
Oh,
I
an
know.
hour, okay.
Yeah, I know how to tie a
Okay.
good tie.
So now.
You're the
Not.
shark.
No, I'm the
she's
captain.
the
You're the
captain.
captain.
Okay, so now mom
I'm
is the
both.
captain, and
Could
she's
you
about to.
imagine mom being a captain,
No,
though?
no. Now you're about
Why
to
do you
throw
think
off
we're
your
in the
first
middle
person.
Why do you think we're in the middle of the ocean with no
The
gas?
ocean?
The ocean. All right, which one of you little pipsqueaks is going first?
Well, we're all tied up. I think it's kind of up to you, dude.
Nope. You have to either you pick one or you all go over.
That's
It
a
seems
short
like-
story.
Yeah, you guys are the worst. Robert's gonna
Hell,
do a horror
I
film.
set
We're
up-
gonna tie you up and throw you to a shark. There's no.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
what's this behind my back while I'm trying to take off the ropes where my hands are tied? Ah, there's a knife behind me. There's a diving knife
Who
where I
are
cut
you?
my hands loose from the ropes. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, I'm in the horror film.
That's
but
what
you're
I'm saying.
narrating your escape. I'm
Right.
still tied
You're
up.
just
all I'm saying
laying
is
there.
laying there.
All I'm saying is that you can be like, "Hey, what's this behind me?"
I'm not narrating it.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
because you're
so
already
Robert,
throwing
tied
in
up.
the
You're
towel.
tied up.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Wiggle-
I'm
gonna
standing
wiggle.
there staring
You're
at you.
Mom's staring over me, talking as the shark.
No, I'm not the shark anymore. I'm the captain. I purposely ran the boat
I'm trying
out
to
of gas.
earthworm my way off the boat.
Why are you moving to get back there?
Says the captain.
How do you have so much energy as the shark, but you're the captain? Hey, stop that. You shouldn't get those are you I tied you there.
That's 100%.
Don't untie that.
Okay. Hey there, you little pipsqueak. No, I'm John Wayne.
Yeah.
You stop inchworming your way away from me,
I
and
like how
you.
you're just gonna verbally assault me instead of stop me.
Hey!
You've already tranquilized and tied me up. You think you could be a little bit more hands on?
Guy with the stupid mustache.
Okay, well now we're just throwing insults.
Well,
Oh, I know. I took your mustache and I tied it to a pole. So your face is stuck to a pole.
This is a terrible horror film because now I can't even talk right because I'm stuck against the phone. I'm gonna talk at the side of my mouth.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pick up.
I had a good storyline. You guys ruined it.
I mean, it was good. It was. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie.
Well,
it
let's
was
go
good.
back to the shark.
Well, the shark. Was
Okay.
A little
No, all right,
intimidated.
fine then. We're in a cabin in the woods. Robert, you have
So help
Natasha
me
there
God
with
if-
you.
Oh, okay.
Am I a
Mom is the
bear?
murderer. No, you're no longer
Honestly,
an animal.
that could be any scenario. Mom would be the murderer in any scenario.
I know.
I'm always constantly afraid of
Yep.
mom murdering.
So now, Robert,
Do you
you,
want a
are having
brownie?
a lovely
Huh?
night.
Hi. Do you want a brownie?
Please continue.
You were having a lovely night. You hear something crackling in the woods. You see a
Crackling?
dark figure.
Oh, Mom.
Mom's running from tree to tree.
Mom was like, "Hey, you guys left me at home and I got lonely, so I thought I'd come and visit."
You see something like this running around
Honestly,
from tree to tree.
That's something Mom does normally.
I know. Then out of nowhere, you hear a window break.
Now, do I know it's mom?
No.
Okay, so it's not
Let
mom.
me in. Hey, let me in.
Says the stranger.
I was gonna say, if
Hey.
it was mom, I'd definitely keep the doors locked.
Hey,
Says
let
the
me
stranger.
in.
Well,
Hey,
no,
let me in.
It's not a horror film. It's more of just like a B&E
Well, I mean, she's trying
from
to.
somebody who's trying to... Oh, you little son of a bee. Get off that couch.
As Indy just runs up onto the couch, thinking that she wouldn't get in trouble.
You just made her hit her little behind.
She always hits her butt on my little thing.
Oh.
She's just kind of sitting there. Indy.
So the
is
real
having-
horror film is that Robert locked the poor baby
I did not
outside.
lock her. I shut the door out because she jumped on the couch.
Okay, so let me in. Let me in.
Okay, I
Says
feel
the
like
stranger in
the
the
horror
woods.
film should have other lines because so far mom's just been on repeat. So it's like a,
Let me
like
in
a
so I can
broken
kill
cuckoo.
you.
Yeah, she's like, hey guys, I'm not just pounding on the window with my knife. No big deal.
Can one of you please unlock
I'm
the door
not
and
a
get out of here?
strange door out of here. or anything.
Okay, all right. How's this then?
Tapping on the
Wait, I
glass.
thought you were supposed to be the sound effects person.
I am.
How do you have more lines than anybody?
Yeah, that's a good point. Says tapping on the.
So we kind of got off topic. Brandon was supposed to narrate, and
You
were
haven't
supposed
said
to,
anything.
because the shark and the captain
Has been taking up
kind
all
of,
lines.
kind of took over the entire scene.
Okay, so this is all. The murder is just tapping on the window.
Okay, Brandon, narrate. You're supposed to follow Brandon's narrations.
You said tapping on the window.
Because you started tapping.
Okay.
Now,
what?
This is so spot on accurate how our family dynamic works.
So now what?
now Robert and Natasha look up in fear.
Wait, why am I the sound effects? You look.
You look up.
There you go. Thank you.
As Robert goes over to the window, acting macho.
Yeah, hold on, baby.
Wow. Okay.
That's how I talk to Natasha. She likes it.
Hold on.
Yeah, right.
I do it all the time.
No, you do not.
I do.
You're a liar.
You want to call her right now?
No,
Okay.
because I don't want to hear this. So it's as there's more tapping, and Robert goes over to the window to open it up. Looking outside, he sees nothing.
Why are you so quiet?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
I don't.
The only thing
Do I get lines in this?
You
I
are
haven't-
supposed to.
I haven't been able to talk in like three scenarios.
That
supposed to
is so baloney.
You're supposed to
No.
lip.
You're supposed to ab-lib.
Yeah. That's
Ad-lib.
the word.
This is a
Yes.
lip line.
No,
Yeah,
the
supposed
only
to lip
thing you
ab.
do is make facial expressions.
Okay. Okay. Hang on, Natasha. Let me do something that's completely against my character and opening the window.
It's a horror movie.
Which is what doesn't make sense. Why would I open a
Every
window?
horror movie, something stupid like that happens.
Okay, hang
Yeah.
on. Let me just unlock the door real quick.
I never said door. You're making up your own
Hang on. Let
story.
me just open up the window real
Thank you.
quick.
As he opens up the window, looking out, and there's nothing.
Okay, I'll close the door, I guess.
It's a window.
I'll close the window.
As he walks back to Natasha, a window breaks.
Just close that window. Shit.
As he looks back, and the window is gone.
The whole window's gone?
Whole window's gone. A dark figure sneaks
You're gonna save me
inside.
some time. I could open and close that stupid window like 6 times, dude.
As he's yelling at Natasha.
Natasha, we got window thieves.
As he's yelling at Natasha,
They're
there,
yelling at Natasha. She hasn't done
Well, you
anything.
just yelled at her about window thieves.
Oh, okay.
as after he is done with his yelling,
I'm yelling to Natasha, not at Natasha.
I never knew you were the
At
narrator.
would be, I'm not yelling at her. I'm yelling to her. Hey, Natasha, was this window always gone?
Blimey, yes, it was.
The piano starts playing.
Was a piano in this cabin?
Bing, bing, ding, ding. Dun, 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 dun,
Natasha
dun,
goes
dun,
up and
dun.
looks.
Yeah.
Oi! Oi! No response. Natasha walks back.
Why is she SpongeBob SquarePants in this scenario?
Why
is
don't
she
you
Squeaky
ever
Shoes?
talk? Why are you the most...
Hey, Natasha, good job checking that piano.
The end.
You should probably really get cracking on this missing window.
All right, so if we're going to rate performances, I will give Brandon an A+
Brandon gets
for
an A+.
narration.
He did really
Absolutely.
well. Not only did he narrate the story, he narrated 3 different stories that Mom and I kind of tanked.
No, I was a good shark. I was a decent captain.
You were not.
You live life by your own rules.
At least I talked, Robert. I'm sorry.
You're
No.
supposed to come up with your own lines.
You were supposed to come up with your own lines. And here's the thing. It's like, hey, let's do a murder mystery, but let's just be mimes.
I didn't realize that the main character
let's
had to fight for screen time against the sound recorder and the narrator.
You're supposed to want to have screen
I got
time.
tied up 90% of that
No, we
scenario.
didn't tie your mouth.
I ran out of cell reception.
good
I ran
point.
out of
Yeah.
gas. I had my mustache tied around a pole, and then my window was missing.
Well, I never said that, so that was not happening.
Well,
Well,
sorry, remember when Mom commandeered
Yeah.
Captain Phillips to half of Brandon's story?
No, I was trying to play along with Brandon's narration.
She was.
Yeah.
So I'm the weak link here.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
I'm
no, you
sorry.
guys are both are because you also try to just take it in your own hands
no,
and make
I
up your own story.
No,
You've seen The Office, right?
Yes.
Mommy, you've seen The Office?
Oh yeah.
There's one scene that I'm thinking of when Michael Scott does improv comedy, and he kind of like, no matter what the scene is, he always says he has a gun. And so they have to go along with him because they're improving.
Yeah. Well, you know what? At
Yeah,
least
that's
I opened my
true.
mouth and
I
participated.
don't, but there was no lines for me.
Because it was to make the lines.
I think you thought it was charades.
It's not charades. It was like, you're like, and then Robert did this, and then Robert did that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
your
and then at that
imagination.
point, Robert was supposed to do it and take Brandon's guy.
Okay, Robert's tied up. Oh no, you tied me up.
How dare you tie me up? I will get out of these ropes if it's the
I
last thing
know
I do.
people.
I have a baby on the way and I will make sure I get to her. See,
Yeah,
something like
see?
that.
Or like,
Yeah.
as I'm gonna just chew my way out of here.
I remember my favorite
This
rat
is
when
why
I was
horror-
a
this
kid,
is why
Chuck.
horror movies are weird.
I remember my
See,
rats.
clearly you've never. Okay, so what kind of movie do you like?
I don't know. I don't really watch movies.
Okay, let's do a rom-com.
I watch the same
We're gonna
movie,
do
like,
a
over
romantic
and over again.
comedy.
Okay.
All right, I'll narrate it, and you
Okay.
two are the characters.
Am I in love with Brandon?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Okay,
Brandon, okay,
Is
so
Brandon a girl in this scenario? Am I falling in love with my brother?
whatever works.
Jesus.
All right, so
I'll be the girl.
enter scene. It's a spring afternoon in New York with
Okay.
the little leaves flying and flittering around. Our main character, Bob, is a young lad in New York, full of adventure, looking for love. As he's walking along, he comes upon a coffee shop, and he's like, I think I could use some coffee. So he goes into the coffee shop, and what does he see? But he sees Brandetta.
Brandetta?
Brandetta.
That sounds like a Mexican action film.
Hey, you don't say that. You don't say that.
What are you?
Don't even try.
What are
You stay away.
What are you?
You stay away from me.
I don't. Your
Don't
accent's
you come
so
near me.
exotic.
Don't you come near me.
Okay.
Robert, young Bob is instantly in love.
Instantly.
I know you want me.
It's kind of against my
I know you
character
want
type.
me.
Oh.
I see it. I see it on your face. Your lips pucker when they see me.
Pucker.
They pucker. They pucker. They pucker like your smile in your eyes. Your eyes deep green for us.
So just can we pause out?
No.
Even in the rom-com, I get no lines because you people do nothing.
You're supposed to make your lines.
How do I do it? You're sexually assaulting me.
I'm not sexually assaulting you.
You're talking about my puckered lips.
your pucker lips. They're so precious.
Young Bob is just taken aback by Brandetta's
I just want a cup of coffee.
forcefulness.
What kind of weird accent sex ring did I walk
Fine.
into?
What kind of coffee you
Oh,
want?
you work here?
Yeah, what kind of coffee you want, huh? Beautiful, huh? You want to kiss me? I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. You want to kiss me?
Why am I falling in love with a Mexican, like Italian gangster?
I don't know what you say. I don't know what you say. You just
Bob,
want coffee?
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Hey,
But-
what kind of coffee you want?
But Bob, while waiting for his coffee,
Did I order it?
No, what kind of coffee you want? I'm asking.
can Bob please speak up and order some
I have a second to say a line.
Well, what kind of coffee you want, eh?
First of all, this is the most aggressive coffee shop I've ever been to.
You walked in here.
Can I?
I
I know.
you walked in.
I'm regretting
you
my
walked
life
in
choices.
here. I never asked you to. You
as
walked in
Bob's
here.
I
heart
leave?
started
No.
pitter-pattering
No,
faster.
you do not
You
leave.
can't leave.
You do not leave. You order coffee, and now you give me your precious lips. Give me your hot lips, and I will give you hot coffee.
But Bob, please order coffee.
I'm scared not to.
There's a line behind you. Please order.
Guys, you should leave while you can.
No.
I'm in the front of the line and I do not recommend.
Don't listen to him, eh? He's got puckered lips, and so do you, beautiful behind them, eh? Yes, you do. You got some beautiful pucker lips.
Okay.
So maybe Bob will order coffee now.
Yeah.
Can I have a coffee?
Well, what kind of coffee?
God, whatever gets me out of this coffee shop, the fastest.
But
coffee.
you're in
not
love.
my
I'm
answer.
not.
Yes, you are. I'm narrating it.
You say you're not, but your eyes, they speak to my heart.
They're screaming.
They speak to a part of me that's just saying, oh, yes. What kind of coffee you want?
It's black coffee.
I don't like that. Give me another order. Give me another order. You were not plain like black coffee. You were like a chai tea with some nice cinnamon and lavender.
Lavender in my chai tea? That's against...
Now lavender you up.
Okay, give me... What?
I'm a lavender you up
That's-
later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Brendetta.
Huh? Oh, what?
Yeah,
Me?
yes. She so desperately is in need of love.
Apparently.
Hey,
Starved for affection.
just kiss me, eh?
No.
What do you think, eh?
No.
Just kiss
Your
me.
mustache tickles my lips.
So-
Don't
unfortunate-
say that.
so
I
Bri-
shaved this morning.
Okay, so the narrator stops Brendetta in her tracks.
It's so funny how whoever the narrator is, the other one does nothing but just interject shit just constantly. There's no narration. It's one person fighting for more screen time.
Well, no, I'm trying to get Bob out of the coffee shop, and since you opened your big mouth, you can just stay in there. So Bob is set there, rooted in his spot, waiting for Brendetta now to give him his coffee.
Hey, here's your kid.
I tried to get you out of the
Kid.
coffee.
It's
Here.
your coffee.
I tried to get you out of the coffee shop, but you
Here's your chai
you shot
tea.
yourself there.
Okay.
Just kidding. There's your chai tea.
Just spit on me.
Yeah,
Which
you do
Brent-
not love me.
No,
Puckered lip, baby boy, I love you.
Brendetta's marking her territory by spitting in the chai
You don't love
latte.
me.
How is this a rom-com? This is basically just assault.
Because
I'm not the salt. I don't
because
touch you.
Because young Bob won't speak up.
There's no what? First of all, there's no narration. Robert walks into a coffee shop and then
I
gets
pay-
attacked by Brendetta. It's not narration. There's no forward story progression. It is just Brandon berating
Okay,
me.
do
so
not
no,
berate.
Spitting on
I
me.
painted the scene of a lovely.
There's no scene. It's
I painted-
Robert walks into the coffee shop. Brad's like, ha, 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 you come into my lair. Your coffee sucks. There's no rom-com in it if it's just assault.
I
not
painted a
assault.
lovely
Yeah.
I painted a lovely scene of a New York street
Could
in
have been
spring.
give and take.
But
Like,
there's no give. You
like,
just
oh,
took.
Your voice sounds so lovely.
It
Where
doesn't.
are you from?
No, where are you from?
I don't want to say. You don't love me.
That's what I'm talking about. You people are the worst.
Heels
No,
of Norway.
I'm sorry. You know what, Brendan? I did not realize that Robert has the inability to ad-lib.
There's no
No imagination.
Okay, so
it's
you
give
narrate.
ad-lib. I'm not going to narrate my own horror film.
No. Okay, so we did a horror film. We did a rom-com. So what can you narrate so you have all the screen
We'll
time
have
you
to.
want?
I'll
We'll
tell
have
you
to do
what.
this next
So
time.
yeah, what we'll do is we'll brainstorm and I'll come up with a
No.
wicked.
You just do your own little thinking because you know what? If you
Yeah,
tell us,
brainstorm for the next one.
yeah, if you tell us, you're just going to accuse us of hijacking it.
Yeah, I'll be the narration
And then Brandon
and the sound effects, and you both can play the yourselves or whatever character you want.
Yeah.
Duh.
And I'll show you how to actually narrate and actually do sound effects.
Oh, police! We did a really
yeah,
good
dude.
job.
I was a pretty good friggin' coffee barista.
You
chick.
were.
I don't know where that accent came from.
I don't know either, dude. I don't know either. It
It
just
was
kind of
really good.
I was trying to go like more of like a Chicano one, and it started going into like a little Italian. And
Why did
this
your voice get deeper?
Chicano? I don't know.
I don't know. You did
I
good.
had-
That
yeah.
was a good. That was a good accent.
Awesome. Well, Mom, do you want to tell them where to find us?
Yes, you can find Silent Bob at
Oh my God.
on Instagram as Robert Pike and Sherbert on YouTube and TikTok. Brandon.
I am Don't Die Disco on all platforms.
And I am Gray Hair and Tattoos. So I'd love to hear your comments. Stay tuned for our next adventure of Robert narrating.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. You know what? You can't narrate with your eyes. So you're going to have to actually talk.
Wow. All right.
All right. Until next time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.